Hello guys, my name is Crystal. I am an intuitive reader and I usually do some live readings during the week and I'll be doing that again tonight, which is Sunday. And I usually do those between Wednesday and Sunday for a couple of hours in the evening, but it's just a small portion of what I do. And I've been doing this for a very long time. It's interesting. I've only been on TikTok about 8 months so far, but I've been doing this professionally for about 35 years now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something a little different. I talk during my lives, I'll talk about what's going on with the collective energy. And because I'm in the middle of doing personal readings and things, I can't really go into any real depth of what's going on. So let me explain to you a little bit of what the collective energy really means and how it can actually benefit you if you understand what's going on. So we're going to talk eventually about what June's collective energy is and what's coming for July. But let me talk just a couple of moments about what collective energy really is. So probably the best way to explain it is collective energy is like human Wi-Fi or human internet, where we can literally tap into this information across the board with other human souls. And so it's very interesting that the energy has a couple of different major arcs. So one of them runs about every 45 to 50 days. And so when I talk about June's energy, I'm actually talking about energy that starts about 7 to 10 days into the previous month and about 7 to 10 days into the next one. And it is an arcing kind of theme that goes on for that month. So I'll talk back just a couple moments of what's been going on since the year started. So basically January through April was all about what are you settling for. The big theme every month seemed to be really bringing that to head. So a lot of stuff was happening from January to April where a lot of stuff might have really gotten shook up. Like if you're in a job you're not really happy in, it probably got really toxic. It was trying to shake things up enough so you are ready to start taking steps to get that things out of your life. Remember it said, what are you settling for? Then May's energy came in and said, how do you want to feel? And that is like the point of where manifestation really starts. It has to do with what resonates in your heart space, okay? Then June's energy came in and said, what are your hopes and dreams? Which is very interesting because it wasn't just talking about what you're thinking about now, it's about basically pulling this big chest out that you've been putting things in since you were very little. Things that maybe you don't want to jump into immediately right now in this lifetime, but understanding what the overall theme or energy that your soul was craving in those different things will tell you a lot about what areas to kind of put your energy into now. Okay, so and then July's energy, which started kicking in, my goodness, several days ago now, already coming into June because it wants to catch that wave that's already started because we're already hitting this big trajectory. There we go. Stumbling over my words. Sorry, guys. But yes. And so July's energy is shoot for the stars. So look at that. We've got, what are you settling for? How do you want to feel? Okay. What are your hopes and dreams? And shoot for the stars. Summer's collective energy, the arc for summer, is all about blossoming. The energy right now is all about nurturing whatever you're putting your energy into. And so when I tell people, look at it this way, your thoughts and focus is like currency. So imagine when you start your day, there is a large pile of gold coins in front of you. And over here is 3 empty jars. Every morning, same thing. First jar is for everything in the past. The second jar is for everything that's in the right now. And the next jar is about the stuff that you want to start looking in towards for the future. So I tell people, just like that currency, those beautiful gold coins, imagine every time you have a thought or you put focus and energy into something, you take one of those coins and you put it in one of those jars. And I try to explain, please don't feel bad if you end up with some or a lot in the one that's from past stuff. It's okay. It's just being more aware that for every coin you put in there, just make sure you're putting some more into the other jars. So by the end of the day, where are you investing your time and energy? So talking about collective energy, when you understand what those collective currents are, you can, instead of trying to swim against the current, you can tap into that and ride the wave of it. So remember I said this started, January through April was all about shaking things up, not to get you knocked off your feet, but to awaken you into the things. What are you settling for? What could you reach for? And then remember I said, May came in and said, how do you want to feel? So when I even teach manifestation, I explain manifestation is not about faking it till you make it, not force it to happen. It has to be a resonance from what is in your heart space and what you're trying to manifest. So if you can have the most amazing vision boards, you can write lists, you can chant, you can do all these things. And if everything you say doesn't match what's resonating inside, that's where the disconnect is. And it can be very different. And there's easy ways to shift that. And we're going to talk about that too. But the good thing is, when you catch yourself in things that don't feel good, whatever it is, relationships, jobs, any of those things, you have the ability to be able to look at that situation and be able to shift it, even just by focusing your energy in a different direction. Remember I said about the currency, your thoughts and focus are currency. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about manifestation. So manifesting how you want to feel. So here's a quick exercise. I have about 4 minutes to tell you. So this is an exercise super easy to do. All you need is like a little notebook and a pen, right? And your phone. Those four things are going to help. 3 things are going to help you. So the first thing is your phone. Set the timer for about 15 minutes, at least 20 to 30 is better. Find something to listen to that has no lyrics. Because while you're focusing on this, you remember you want to spend all your currency on what you're doing. So no lyrics, because your brain, no matter how hard you're trying to focus, is going to follow the story of the song. So now you're going to need something to listen to. YouTube is full of things like the sound of rain, ocean rolling in. It could literally just be, I don't know, reggae or jazz music that's instrumental. Find something to listen to. Because when you hit the timer and you hit the music, I want you to sit there with that notepad and answer one question. How do you want to feel? And anything you want to manifest, I'm going to show you how to break that down to be able to make that list. So say it's a trip to Aruba. Okay, well, don't write trip to Aruba. We're going to talk about feelings. When you think about the trip to Aruba, what is it about it that draws you in? What is it? Is it excitement? Is it something new? Is it feeling like you really get to pamper yourself or get time down? All of those are feelings and emotions. Get those on the paper. That's the gold. That is you resonating, because while you think about that trip to Aruba and get clear on how you want to feel because of that trip, that's the magic. That's how you start to resonate in here with what you want to manifest. So in this exercise, sit there. Like I said, 20 to 30 minutes is much better, especially for the first time. Sit there, hit the timer, put the music on, get in a good mood. You can even amp it up a little. Maybe have a glass of wine, cup of tea, whatever feels good and relaxing to you. Set the mood. Light a scented candle. Make this a whole event, because it is. You are stepping into your sovereignty and taking back your power and being able to manifest what you really want to get. So with this list, there are going to be things that are going to pop in you're not sure. Like, okay, well, I want to start a new business, but all I can think about is how frightening it is. That's okay. That's not how you want to feel. That's okay. Just let those feelings go through. Don't judge them. Look at the reasons why. Is there something about what you want to do? Do you want to be a life coach? Do you want to help inspire others? Then write about how that feels. There has to be something about that that drew you in to even want to bring that into your existence. Whatever it is. And if we're talking about things for relationships, which is a big hot point, how do you manifest that amazing relationship? Write about how do you want to feel? Not all the ways you didn't like how you felt before. How do you want to feel? If you want to feel appreciated, right, I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel loved. I want to feel cherished. Think about it, because many times the things that go on the list about how we want to feel is the exact way that we are in our relationships. It's just not often that those come back to us. So we have to make sure those go on the list, because we want to feel those too, not just be able to give those to others. So as you can see, manifestation is not really hard. There's a couple of things that you can do that will get you on the journey. The list is a way to start it. Let this be the touch point, but keep that notepad, because you're going to have more things you're going to want to add to it. Okay? You've got this. It's a lot easier than you think, and it can be a lot of fun. So enjoy it, my guys out there, my dears. Enjoy it from my heart to yours. I send you so much love. Take care. Bye.